This is WMNF Tampa, celebrating 40 years of radio activity in Tampa Bay. And today we have a great band on the Live Music Showcase. We are really excited. It is a favorite WMNF and Tampa artist, the soul, blues, and roots singer par excellence, Betty Fox, with her outstanding band, and they are here to entertain us with some great music this afternoon on the Live Music Showcase.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, Randy. It's so good to be back. It's been so many years.
Welcome. Can we jump into a song?
Sure. So the first song we're going to do is called Green Light. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Betty Fox Band on the Live Music Showcase. And if you want to see the band, we are on Facebook Live, and you can check us out on Facebook Live. Later tonight, it'll be uploaded on YouTube, but it's a chance to see how Betty somehow goes into a space when she sings. It goes deep to find that soul, right? It's something goes on with you when you sing, Betty.
Yeah, I don't know. I just try to do my best every time. I think we all do. We all kind of go in our own heads, and
it's a wonderful thing to watch you guys play and to listen. Can you introduce your band? I know Josh over there has been playing with you for how many years?
Josh has been playing with me for a little over 8 years now. So that's a long time for
Josh Nelms.
That's Josh Nelms on the guitar. This is Barry Williams here on the bass. And Barry's been playing with me for about 5 years, and I'm just really grateful for this band. And back here on the drums, Jake Winebrenner is the newest addition. He started playing with us in January. He just moved here from Nashville because he got married, and so we're really glad to be working with him. If you guys can't see him on the video, it's because he's back there in the corner.
I think the cameras will go back there at some
Okay, you do.
at some point they go back there.
I'm doing
Okay.
inappropriate things back here, and it's all on camera.
Right.
Well, so three-fourths of the band's been together for a half decade or more, which really, I think you can tell when a band has played together because they talk to each other without talking to each other. It's just there's a communication that goes on that's really special.
Yeah, it's really great to be able to play with people that you can understand with your eyes closed. You know.
It's a fair amount of sign language.
I don't even like talking to these guys anymore, and I'm the newest member.
And so you play pretty often. It seems like it looks like about 12, 15 times a month. Is that about right?
Yes, it's more like 20 or 22, but yeah.
Really? So you guys are out there two out
All
of
the
3
time.
nights.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like 4 or 5 nights a week. Yeah. It's long.
We'll talk about some of your big shows coming up and your upcoming CD, which I think we want to hear about that because I know there's big plans for it.
I have really big plans, and I want to thank you for your kind words. I heard about that, and I just want to say thank you. That was very sweet of you. We hired somebody for radio promotion, and Randy put in a good word for me. I just want to say thank you so much for that.
No problem.
So, I guess, do you want us to play another song?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is...
We want to play as much music as we can. We'll chat a bit. We'll get the essential information out.
Okay.
But this is an hour to really hear a lot of Betty Fox Band.
All right, I love that. Okay, I'm going to play some guitar on this one. This is a song called Fireflies, and it's one of our newest tunes. This is actually the only tune that Jake is on our record because we did the record before we met him. So anyway, it's called Fireflies, and I really love this song. It's like my favorite new one.
Betty, are you writing all these songs?
Yeah, we write them.
Who's we? Who writes with you?
Well, I wrote that song kind of by myself. It just depends on with the song, really. But I bring it to the band, and then they make it sound better.
So you kind of came up as a blues singer, and your music now seems to be moving into just more of a general rootsy, would we even say Americana vein?
Yeah, I just really have always felt, I mean, my mom, how I was raised. I was raised on Americana and bluegrass, and my mom used to work here at the radio station for a really long time. She was on the board of directors.
Susan Fox.
Yeah. Shout out to my mom.
For those who don't remember.
She's listening. Anyway, so I just never really felt like music was a box I had to fit in. I just really feel like it should be emotive and it should be connective, and that's really the most important thing to me. So I just try to be as honest as possible.
Because I was wondering, you referenced a promoter, and I got a text a month or so ago from one of the top Americana promoters in the country, and he said, "Is she as good as she sounds? Is she a live performer? Because her voice is fantastic, and I can't stop listening." So, and this is an Americana guy who wants to work your record.
Yeah, that's what we hired. Is that the direction that we're going?
Is that the direction
in?
you're going? Because I know Americana does include
we hired
blues and soulful stuff, but it's typically it's not. That's not what it is.
Yeah, I just really feel like Americana has more space for us. When I was looking at what Ruthie Foster was doing in like Candy Staten, when they went to the Grammys, they entered into the Americana category, and I just really wanted to reach out. So we actually did hire a blues radio promoter as well. We did both, and so we're gonna do whatever we can just to make it, accessible to whoever feels like connecting with it, whatever that means.
And it looks like the release date is about 2 months away.
Yeah. Well, what we're gonna do actually is release it locally, and then we're gonna start promoting it to the rest of the world in January. But you guys will get it first. I was gonna bring you a CD today, but I forgot it. But you're gonna get one this week.
So is this one is this going to be sent out to the whole Americana radio panel and the blues panel?
Yeah, we're sending out like 700 CDs.
So you got a big promotion budget going for this one.
Yeah, well, we raised a lot of money. We did a fundraiser online, and then we also saved our tips for months. And I mean, we've been working on this project for a couple of years, so we saved about $40,000, and we're already halfway through it. It's already halfway gone. But
and then are you going to hit the road to support this
yeah,
major new release?
In January, but January is not really ideal for touring, so we're going to stay close to home. But that's fine with me.
That's when everybody comes here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're real excited that this might be one of the last times we see you without your being famous all over the world.
Just one can only hope.
Let's hear another one from the Betty Fox Band. Hey, this is the Live Music Showcase on WMNF Tampa, and I want to thank our crew. Mark Perfetti's working the sound. Also, let me get the whole crew thanked here. Jane Goldage, Joe Remo, John Francis Banker are all working the audio. Our technical director is Bob Hoke. Our video crew in here with us is Tom Connors and Marcy Connors and Bill Brem. And Griffin is doing security. And a special shout out to Richard Stone, who is one of the key members of the Live Music Showcase crew. And he is recuperating in the hospital. We hope we will be seeing him back here soon.
I hope he feels better.
And if you want to see this band as well as hear them, see them now before they get too famous, you can check us out on the Live Music Showcase Facebook page. Facebook Live is happening right now. There's already a bunch of people watching. You can share it with your friends, or you can just watch it right there. Go to Facebook and look up WMNF Live Music Showcase, and you should be able to find it. The Betty Fox Band.
I changed my mind about the song, by the way. We're going to do a song called Let Go or Be Dragged. This is an original tune from the album that we were just talking about. Try to resist the way you love me, the way you love me, 'cause it hurts so bad. can't fight the fever. You make me feel things that I never had. Find myself alone now, bend a little more. Gotta let it go, or be dragged too tender on some souls highly combustible. Tried to let it go. You struck a match. Now put out the fire, babe. Put out the fire, babe. You just walked away, but you let the fire burning. Put out the fire, babe. Put out the fire, babe. You can walk away, but you let the fire burning. Fire burning. Fire burning, babe. You left the fire burning. Twisted words and tangled lines, you captivated my time to detach. Carelessly intoxicated, memories created. Thought I met my match. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Or be dragged too tender on some souls highly combustible. Tried to let it go. You struck a match. Put out the fire, babe. Put out the fire, babe. You just walked away, but you left the fire burning. Put out the fire, babe. Put out the fire, babe. You can walk away, but you let the fire burning. Fire burning. Fire burning, babe. You let the fire burning. The fire.
Soulful singing, great band, the Betty Fox Band right here on the Live Music Showcase. WMNF Tampa. And my name is Randy Wynn. It's great to be with you today. Coming up after this show today, Ronnie Elliott's going to be hosting the Rhythm Revival, and that's going to be a great show to check out. And then on the bumpy ride today, the Rebel is going to be doing the music of 1961. So check that out, one of the great years of music. Well, tell us about some of your upcoming shows. I know you're in Lakeland tonight.
Yes, we're at
You're
La La Land. in
taking away
Lakeland.
from our home from here and heading straight out on I-4. Hope that the traffic isn't too bad.
Yeah, hopefully not. That's not too far. Tomorrow we drive all the way over to the East Coast for Stuart, Florida, but I don't mind it because I get to sleep in my own bed every night, so it's not as bad as some people have it on the road. We have it really lucky in Florida.
And what do you have set up for your CD release parties?
October 4th, we're going to do that. We're going to be playing with the full horn section. So we actually went up to Fame Studios and recorded with the full horn section with their brass band, and we had Spoon
Now
Oldham on the album.
you've done some shows around town with horns, right?
Yeah. And so that's kind of the direction that I want to go in. I really love soul music. And so we went up to Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals, and we recorded the next album with a full horn section. So we have the full thing, all charted out and everything. We're fancy now. But
And who did your charts?
There's a guy named Brad Gwynn who is a really awesome saxophone player who is based out of he's the Fame Studio session guy, and he actually toured with Bobby Bland and B.B. King and like Little Milton, and he has all these really great stories about like Johnny Taylor and stuff. So it's really neat actually talking to him.
Well,
Sometimes
we can't wait to see the album. Now you never told us when that CD release party is
October
going to
4th at the
I guess it's an album release party these days. You putting it out on a
We're gonna probably
digital vinyl and CD?
Yeah, vinyl. We'll probably get some vinyl. I mean, it's pretty expensive, believe it or not, vinyl is. So, I don't know, maybe after.
Well, it's
after
expensive to buy too, so get your money back if you can sell it.
Exactly, but I love vinyl, so I'd like to get it on there. We didn't record analog, but I really, really am happy with the sound of and the quality of the sound that they did up there. So, what I'd like to do next for you is the title track to that album.
Did we say where the party is?
Yeah, in the Palladium Theater in St. Petersburg, and that's on 10/4.
October 4th.
Yeah, 10/4.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Maybe we said that already.
We did, but that's okay.
It's good to say it twice.
Yeah, or maybe 3 times. It's the Palladium Theater on 10/4.
2 months away.
Yes, and then also we're going to be at Skipper Smokehouse on August 23rd with a really awesome band called Spy on the Land. There's a really wonderful singer named Gianna Brantley, and her a significant other. His name is Peter Mongaya, and they're just really incredibly talented musicians. Everybody should come to that show for sure. Skipper Smokehouse on August 23rd. So what we're going to do right now is the title track to the next album that we've been talking about. It's called Peace in Pieces, and it's a song about how peace of mind comes piece by piece. I'm going to put this guitar down first.
This one's tall enough.
Thanks, Barry. Thank you. All right. I'll find 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, in the morning, I rise, I face the light in the slow burn smoke stings my eyes. You see,
Is that the single? Do you have a single picked out?
I think the first one is going to be the single.
Green Light?
Yeah, I like that one. And I like the second one, Fireflies, as well. But the Fireflies is like 8 minutes long, and that doesn't work out for radio. So
There's always a radio edit, you know that.
I thought about that, but then if we edit it, it would only be 5 minutes long, and that's still too long. So whatever. I don't feel like changing our music to suit the masses.
So, Betty, it seems like you kind of came out publicly as a singer in your late teens. And when did you start singing and know that this was something that was special about yourself?
I still am doubting there's something special about myself, but my family had a gospel quartet. My grandparents were really like spiritual, and they actually started this orphanage, and they taught all the kids to sing, and that's how my mom and her brothers and sister were raised. So they had a gospel quartet, and they would travel from church to church. And so my granny is just the kind of person who she would just have everybody over to the house on Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and people that she met at the thrift store and grocery stores. And we would all stand around the piano and sing. And that's just my earliest memories of music was, just the most unconditional love and comfort. And that's my thing that I've always wanted to do my whole life. Ever since one of my earliest memories, I've always loved singing. And so I sang my whole life. I was a little bit of a rebel child. I kind of ran away, like when I was a kid. I moved away from home when I was 16, and I took voice lessons and choir and all that throughout high school and college and everything. But I mostly, it's really terrifying getting on stage in front of people. And my very first show I ever did was, I didn't have really any original music yet, but I did go on tour with Rudy Giuliani and Zig Ziglar. And I sang in front of like 3,000 people the first day and 5,200 the second day. And I just ruined myself. It was the worst experience ever, and I really hated live performance after that. So I was shied away from it for a long time. But I'm really glad that I decided to just buckle down, and I've just been doing it I don't know, for the last 8 years for a living. I'm
So
really
I heard you say you did have voice lessons, because it seems like your style is not teachable.
Yeah, I have a really awesome voice coach that I've been working with for a very long time in the area. So if you guys want to know, just hit me up on Facebook. I got her number. She's awesome. I wouldn't recommend anyone else.
She must be.
Yeah, well, she teaches this freestyle voice, which is really cool. But anyway, I'm kind of a vocal nerd, so I'll just talk about that forever.
Do you do anything to preserve your voice?
Yeah. I mean, when you sing as much as I do, like last weekend we played 5 shows in a row, and then we ended on this biker gig, and I just really ruined myself, and so I have to go on voice rest if I do that for a couple days, and then I stay on a special diet that's good for inflammation. You have to keep your inflammation in your body down and keep your voice warm-ups and stuff like that. Lots of special way to live. I don't care though. I'd rather do this than anything.
When you do voice rest, can you talk?
No. No, it's really annoying actually. You can't imagine trying to do anything. I just stay in the house and practice.
We're talking with Betty Fox. The Betty Fox Band is our guest on the Live Music Showcase here on WMNF Tampa. Let's have another song from all originals today?
Yeah, I'm doing all originals today.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, for the next album. I'd like to do one from the next album that Barry and I wrote together. This is a song called Sweet Memories. We wrote this song for our friend James a while ago, and we did it on the last album, which you guys have, but we redid it for this next one so that we could put the horns and everything on it. So anyway, sweet, 1, 2, 3, 4. I found your picture this morning, and it brought a tear to my eye, 'cause I keep clinging to a lover whose love was never mine. And I devotion, baby. And I see your smiling eyes when I sing your song. And you be in my heart and mind, and you'll be living on and living on in my sweet memories. The cruelest kind of melancholy daydream of love that never dies. I got sweet memories, a sweet reverie, babe. Sweet memories. Said I'll have you, 'cause you'll stay with me, baby. Ooh. And I cried and cried the whole night long. And you be in my heart and mind, and you'll be living on and living on in my sweet memories of your hand in mine. And all that's left of me, babe, is to say goodbye. I gotta say goodbye. Say goodbye, baby. Say goodbye, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, baby. Ooh. Say goodbye.
All right, the Betty Fox Band right here on WMNF's Live Music Showcase. Joshua,
Yes, sir.
tell us your thoughts about being in this band for so long, and can you always keep up with what Betty's doing, or does she get out of control sometimes?
No,
Slide in closer to your mic to talk.
no, I don't think so. I think we've really worked well together. Our styles of music. I mean, we both like a lot of music. We both like a lot of the same music, and we both kind of like kind of a guttural delivery, and I think it works out pretty good.
So were you guys, when you guys first time you played together, you kind of realized this was good, or was it tentative for a little while?
When we first started playing together, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to end a song.
No.
Yeah. But, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. I'm listening.
No, go ahead. Go.
Well, I mean, we that was a long time ago. Now she does. See, yeah, I mean, we started the band or whatever. I mean, I knew that she had exceptional, raw talent, and she loved music, and it's like the peripherals are easy to learn. As far as leading a band or just being in a band and stuff like that. If you know music and feel music, comes quick. So, and it did, and she's awesome. I'm grateful.
And has your playing changed over the years, or you?
It depends on who I'm playing with. Totally dictates what I do. I play to the music or to the song as best I can. And if it's I like so many different styles of music. I mean, I love blues. I love, old school R&B, and I love country, and I love reggae. I love jazz. I mean, there's so much music I like. But, if I mean, this is different because there's a lot more original music, and we collaborate quite a bit as a band. Betty will come to us, with an idea, and I'm like, well, these chords might fit, and we kind of just go from there. We just kind of build everything from the ground up. So for all of us, it's a little different. I mean, it's different than being in a cover band or a blues band, but I think that's a songwriting. I think that's a fairly typical songwriting process. I'm pretty sure that's how it went for bands like, the band. Robbie Robertson probably said, "Hey, I got this," and the rest of the guys were like, "Yeah, we can do something with that." And that's kind of what we do. And, but it's,
It's awesome.
That's what it
I'm
is.
so
It's-
grateful to
yeah.
be working with these guys.
yeah, I'm grateful. So,
Yeah. So when we first started working together, can I tell the story?
Please.
So we were working together for like 6 months, and he came to me and he was like, "Why is your mom friends with my dad on Facebook?" And it turns out we asked our parents, and turns out our parents were raised together. Our grandparents were best friends, and they used to go on vacations together and stuff. So our families know each other, which is really interesting.
But you didn't know that before you
we had
got
no
together.
idea.
Well, it's a small community, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. But,
was a small town.
so for the next song, I want to play a song that I took to Josh, and it's like my favorite one that he wrote these chords for that are just magnificent. So I have sonic hallucinations where like I'll hear like music in my head often every day because I have tinnitus. I've had it my whole life. So anyway, I often dream in music. I'll dream music almost every single night. And I dreamed this song, and Josh Nelms, I brought it to him, and he just made it the most wonderful that I could have ever imagined. So I want to play it for you. It's called Marie.
So you had the song, but you didn't really have the music set up, and
I didn't
Josh
have-
came up with some chords that worked. So-
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay, good. Yeah, this song is about somebody I loved very much, who helped to raise me when I was a kid. Her name was Marie, and I feel like there's not enough music written for that kind of love. The kind that you never lose. Do you need a minute?
I need seconds.
Okay, he's just gonna tune his guitar real quick, and then we'll get started here.
In the meantime, I'll remind you once more that this is WMNF Tampa, and every Friday afternoon we are here with the live music showcase, and it's a different kind of music and a different band every Friday, and it's always fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is the Betty Fox Band.
My love won't mess the sun, thicker than blood. Mother, I adore. I will bear your torch forevermore. Marie, a sacred sound to me, the greatest symphony that echoes in my bones and carries me home, my shelter through the storm. I feel the wind blowing on. I feel the wind blowing on. Feel the wind blowing on. My darling, the wind blowing on. I feel the wind blowing on.
Well, the Betty Fox Band, and if you're in Lakeland or that Plant City or that area tonight, going over to La La Land about 9 o'clock, and this band will be playing right there. So great opportunity. You don't get out there too much, do you?
No, there's actually a really awesome new venue over there called Union Hall that we've been playing at, and so La La Land and Union Hall are the only places that we play. Yeah.
Now, one of your favorite venues, it seems like, is the Hideaway. I don't think we've mentioned them, have we?
Oh, I love the Hideaway.
It seems like you play there often, or
twice a month. Yeah. On Wednesdays, the second and fourth Wednesday of every month, we'll do the Hideaway, and I really love it. If you haven't been there, it's an awesome listening room. They always have really great live music, no matter when they're open. It's always wonderful. The owner, John Kelly, we've been working with him for about 7 years, and I'm really grateful for it. We also have the Good Sunday Review coming up, which is not for a couple months, but that's really cool too, with the Ale and the Witch with Brett Andrus, and I really like that a lot on Sundays.
And looks like August 23rd you're going to be at Skipper's, and then folks should be looking to early October for the new release events.
Every single song we played today is going to be on the next CD. So yeah, it's called Piece and Pieces, and we're going to be doing a huge CD release party on October 4th. So please come. Tell a friend, bring a friend.
And you're bringing your horns in for that?
Yeah.
Yes. Should be awesome. I think we have time for maybe one more song, depending on how long it is.
Yeah.
And if you want to take us out with something special.
Sure. This is a song from the album. The only one I can think of is Rising Strong. You want to do that?
And I just want to remind people that this is WMNF Tampa. We are at 88.5. We're at WMNF.org if you are listening online. And coming up after this show is the Rhythm Revival. Ronnie Elliott is sitting in today for Reverend Billy. And then it's a 1961 special on the Bumpy Ride this afternoon at 5 o'clock. So keep your dial set on 88.5. This is the Betty Fox Band. Thank you so much, Betty and Josh, for coming in. And what a great experience.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you one more time for having us here, and I just want to say thanks to all the listeners for supporting WMNF. This is just the most wonderful radio station. This is the best thing Tampa has going for it for independent artists, and I feel really grateful to be a part of it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is a song called Rising Strong. It's going to be on the next CD. I wrote this, it's sort of like Brene Brown meets B.B. King. Rising strong, 1, 2, 1, 2.